Hey guys, Alex here, AG Automotive, and here today we've got the 2025 DEEPAL S07 in the Nubular green. So let's check it out. So before we get into the video, just want to do a shout out to DEEPAL Australia, who were nice enough to let me have a look at this today, and I'll leave their contact details down below. And if you do enjoy these videos, please consider subscribing. So at the front here, you've got the DEEPAL badge, you've got a front cameras, it's got 360 cameras there. Obviously there's not really any grille there because the electric cars don't need grills. You've got some nice trim pieces further down, and you've got LED daytime running lights and headlights there as well. So what are your thoughts on the DEEPAL S07? Have you got one yet? Have you got one on order? Let me know in the comments. So the wheels on the S07 are 20-inch wheels, and they're silver and piano black. And I think if you stand back, they actually suit the S07 really nicely. You've got a plastic trim piece there. Not sure if that was or is meant to be a camera in China. You do have your wing mirrors there with a camera underneath there. And you've got your moonroof there, which we'll have a look at when we jump in. And look, it says illuminate the future. And around the back, you've got the DEEPAL badge there, and that actually lights up the whole way like a light bar. Very cool. You've got DEEPAL written there. You've got S07. You've got your reverse camera there. Now, I will say with the number plate at the back here, the Australian plates are a lot smaller than the Chinese ones, so it's sort of, you can see the holes and things like that. Maybe on the next one, they might be able to redo that panel for Australia. You've got your parking sensors down there as well as, have a look at this, it's a stoplight right at the top there, which is good, very, very safe. All right, let's go and have a look inside. So inside the S07, and first impressions is, you know what, very, very nice and upmarket and stylish in here. I really, really like it. They've done a great job in here, DEEPAL have. So the dash got a bit of softness to it, which is nice. You get a speaker in the middle. You got your head-up display here, as there's no driver display in front of the driver there, and it gives you all your information up on the screen there, which is good. And I also like how the dash sort of comes around onto the door, and the door trims, look, they still are soft, but they're more on the harder side there, and you get a speaker on the door here, and you get some nice wood grain here. And where have I seen these window switches? Maybe Mercedes? And I wanted to show you about this. There's no actual handle from inside to open the door, so there's a button release here. Push the button and there's your door open. Steering wheel, full leather, really nice to hold. It sort of goes 3/4 of the way, and then you get like a flat bottom piece there. I don't mind it, I think it's okay. I love the orange stitching on the steering wheel, on the dash, on the seats, all around. I think that's a really cool, racy looking thing, so really, really awesome. Now on the left of the steering wheel, you do have some favorites there, and you've got some cruise control buttons and your 360 camera. And the right hand side, you get some audio controls and some menu controls on the screen there as well. Now behind the steering wheel, you do have a driver monitor system. Most of them are quite sensitive, although this one's not too bad. I haven't had it go off too many times yet. So far, so good. On the left stalk, you do have your indicators, your high beam and your window washers. And on the right stalk, that is your gear selector, PRND, and then you push it down again to activate your active cruise. And where have I seen this before? Oh yeah, Mercedes as well. And Like I said, there's no driver display there, but you have the head-up display there with all the information that you require. Over to the screen, which is where most of the features are. Now, we're just in the sort of home screen there, and you've got a load of backgrounds that you can change, and they all look really, really nice. So I really like how DEEPAL's done this particular screen. Further down, you do have a few things there. You can change the drive modes, Eco, Comfort, and Sport. You've got what you're listening to, you've got your navigation there, a built-in navigation, I should say. And we'll just have a look at that. And you know what? The nice big screen, and you know what? Really, really smooth and easy to use. You've also got some vehicle information there, your range till empty, your battery percentage, you got your tyre pressure monitors, and then you've got things like your total mileage and your average energy, kilowatts per hour, things like that. Further down, you do have a whole heap of shortcut buttons there, things like operate your rear wiper, open the boot, and your volume. You've also got your dual zone climate control there with seat heating and cooling. I'll just show you that there. And I'll tell you one thing I'm not really happy with the S07, and that is with the ventilation, you can't actually manually adjust it through where the vents are. You actually have to move your finger across left or right depending on where you want the air to come out. Now you can set that up if you always use the car, and you can sort of set it up for you for when you want. You can just adjust the temperature accordingly. On the bottom right there, you've got your menu, you've got your car settings and a home button. So we'll go into the menu. Like I said, we had a look at the navigation. You've got music via a USB, or you've got some inbuilt music there as well. You can look at your radio stations, FM, AM, and digital radio stations there. You've got Bluetooth phone connectivity. It's got wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. You've got a whole heap of settings there, from things like your lights controls, cabin, charging, things like that. You've got your 360 view cameras there, and you know what? On the left you get your front view there, and on the right you've got your 360 view, and you can change them left, right, back, and you can look at both the sides there as well. So again, you know what? It's actually very, very clear, and you can also have it in 3D, and you can move the car around there, so that's pretty cool. You've got your dash cam mode, so basically you can watch the dash cam in real time. You can take a photo, take video, and it's got audio there should you wish, as well as the emergency recording. You've got scene mode, so you've got all sorts of bits and pieces in the scene mode: nap mode, smoking mode, camping mode. One of my favorites is the light show. So basically what that does is you can actually get out and watch it and look at all the lights going all over the place, and it does play some music with it. So that's pretty cool, and I'll show you that shortly. And your camera, so this is your in-car camera here. You've got audio and video record there. It's pretty cool. You've got your energy flow, so basically how the car is going, if it's regenerating or if it's using the battery. So yeah, you can sort of see all that information there. You use a manual, like I said, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and they're wireless. And this is what Android Auto looks like. And full screen, really nice to use, and it's really, really smooth there as well. Further down, you've got a wireless phone charger on the left. The right is not a charger, that's just for another phone or whatnot if you wish. You've got two cup holders there, nice and deep. And the armrest, you know what, it's reasonably comfortable and soft, and I love the stitching in the middle there. And if I open it up, it opens up sideways like that, and you get heaps and heaps of storage space in there as well. And under the center console, you've got some storage space, and you've got two USBs and a 12-volt plug as well. And the seats, really, really nice and comfortable. I love the S07 embroidered on the seat there. You get the orange stitching, which looks really cool, I think. And they're heated and cooled as well. Glove box, nice and big, get your books in there, plus a couple of iPads, no worries. And the moonroof, it goes all the way back, and luckily you've got that sunshade for these hot Australian conditions, so you can keep the car that little bit cooler. All right, let's go and have a look in the back. So in the back of the S07, And first impressions, really comfortable in here for me, and as you know, I'm no small fry. So I'm 6'1", 185 centimeters. I've got plenty of headroom there, even with the sunshade closed or open. Knee room's really good, leg room and foot room are also really good, and this seat is set up in my driving position. Now you do get 2 ISOFIX spots on that side and 2 behind me. We'll just have a look at the armrest, really nice and soft. You get 2 cup holders and a little bit of storage surrounded by some piano black, which looks nice. So for the rear passengers, you get ventilation, you can move the passenger seat forward or back yourself, you can open and close the roller blind, you do have a single USB down below, and you've got map pockets or iPad pockets in there as well. Alright, let's go and have a look in the boot. So in the boot of the S07, so here we have 445 litres as it sits with the rear seats up. If you fold the rear seats down, that expands to 1,385 litres, so you get a fair bit of room in there, which is great. Now you do have your tether points up the front there, you've got a light on the left, you've got a cover for the battery on the right, you've got some tie-down points either side, you've got a nice leather looking mat there as well, you've got your cargo blind as well. And if I lift up the carpet, you've got your breakdown tools and your tyre gel. You don't actually get a spare wheel in this, unfortunately. All right, let's go and have a look under the bonnet. So under the bonnet of the S07, so here we have a Frunk or front trunk with 125 litres. So you get a fair lot of space in there, which is great. As you can see, the charging cables are in there. You've got a couple of access points on either side for things like your washer fluid and things like that. Now further under there, you do have a single electric motor that is mated to a 79.97 kilowatt hour battery, and that's good for 160 kilowatts of power and 320 Newton meters of torque. And that's mated to a single speed reduction gear driving the rear wheels. Now DEEPAL claim the S07 will achieve around about 475 kilometers, which is pretty close in the real world. All right, let's go for a drive. And before we go for a drive, just wanted to show you the light show. Enjoy. So driving the DEEPAL S07. And vision at the front's really good straight ahead and towards the passenger side, as the rear vision is high up. Rear vision's not the greatest because it's got a coupe-like back end. So it's got a bit of width, but not the greatest in depth, but you do have your 360 cameras and parking sensors there to aid in movability. Vision out the sides, you're not really good all the way to the back, and the mirrors, you know what, they're big and wide enough, and they have a good field of vision out of them as well. And the head-up display does a really good job of projecting all the information you need. So we'll just see how the S07 goes on a bumpier stretch of road. And you know what, it's actually reasonably comfortable and it's soaking up the bumps really nicely. So I've been driving it around for a week now and I'm very impressed with how it goes and performs. And the steering, yeah, nice and light. Feels like you can sort of throw it in a little bit quicker. And there's another corner coming up here. Very nice. So what's the acceleration like from the S07? Well, let's find out. Wow. It gets up and goes, guys. When you put your foot down, it really gets up. These electric cars are something else when it comes to performance. So yeah, very impressed all around, guys. Now there is a few little things just to get used to, which is like things like the controlling the wipers. You got to do that via the screen. It does have auto wipers, auto headlights, but if you wanted to put your parkers on, things like that, you will have to go into the screen. That means taking your eyes off the road. So just be aware of that if you're looking at one of these as well. But you do get used to how to drive it and how it works and everything like that. So it's just something I just noticed that you guys might want to make sure you check out before you go and buy one. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Alright, thanks guys.